2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're bringing you all the action from the final round of the Valero Texas Open. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. Alongside me in the booth is Rich Beam. It's great to have your company on 2K Sports. But following all the action out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Let's get out to the action. And Rich, it's all set up to be a thrilling day. Our featured player has a rivalry brewing with another player. We'll get into that soon enough. But first, take us through this course.
I'm having a hard time coming up with one that's it's a little more fiery, I would say, than San Antonio. It's just a golf course that I think it was designed, Luke, to play firm and fast with winds mostly blowing out of the south. But what happens is, as we normally play it, they overseed the fairways, they overseed the rough, which slows everything down. And then at least one day a week, you've got some north winds that, you know, slow everything down. And this golf course is just, it's painful. It really can be no fun to play. You got to drive the golf ball here. Danger everywhere off the fairways. A few years back, one of the guys who was playing in front of me made a 16 on the 9th hole, and that was kind of interesting, but that's what can happen in a hurry out here.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is just going right the whole way along.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Starting the round at even par.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
He finds himself with a share of second place. Let's head across to the second, which is a par 5, but a long one, stretching over 600 yards.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
That's nicely done. Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the player is firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
And the players left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. That's on the green, but still a fairway from the hole. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet.
3 feet to go here to the hole.
He's got this for his par.
Down she goes. Let's head to the next. And updating the standings now, and our featured player is in second spot, just behind Lydia Ko. Oh, stop it. What a shot. This one's for birdie. That's disappointing. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. Steady on. This next putt is for bogey. Job done. Let's head to the next. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. The fourth is one of the stronger par 4s at TPC San Antonio, stretching 485 yards.
This is a very narrow driving area, especially where that fairway bunker comes into play down the left-hand side. Second shot is to a green that runs from right to left with a deep bunker down the left-hand side. Anything missed out to the right is no bargain either, as there is a runoff area out to the right-hand side. This is a difficult par 4.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
Oh, she's taken the lead in this rivalry, but can she hold on to it?
She's put a good stroke on this one. This is going right at the hole. Oh, so close. Well judged. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Now, long-range putt coming up here to be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
He needs this to drop to tie Lydia Ko.
Bit quick in the stroke. That looked pulled. Time now for the 4th shot. Just 3 strokes back. I like the look of this. And that will drop from the edge of the green. And it's time to recap that play. Trailing by 4 strokes. The 5th is one of the shorter par 4s on the property, right on 400 yards.
Players must make a decision whether to go for it or lay up short of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. This green is perched above the players ever so slightly, and there's a spine running right through the center of it with a low area on the left-hand side. No matter whether you go for it or you lay up, this is a wonderful birdie opportunity.
Well played, mate. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
What will she produce here? Coming off the back of a bogey.
All right, she's got this out to the right. Let's see if it comes back.
And now this, to get into a share of 6th on the leaderboard. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side, but from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly, but still going in with a short iron into this par 4. A birdie is definitely makeable.
Well, Rich, when she exploded onto the scene as a precocious young teenager, winning early, dominating the women's game, New Zealand had a bright young star in Lydia Ko, and it's only continued to shine right throughout her career. She's a lot to marvel at, isn't she?
She is, and it never ceases to amaze me, Luke, how players at such a young age have so much success, and then they taper off a little bit. Not fall away, but they taper off, and the game doesn't quite go the way it's always gone their entire life. They struggle. But then when they do come back, it's like they're even better than what they were before. And I think that's what you see in Lydia. You know, she came out and a wunderkind, was winning everything at a young age, amateur, then professional. And
yeah,
then
she exploded onto the scene.
She exploded, and then there was just a little bit of a drop-off, you know, and a little bit of confidence got shaken, which, like, how did that happen? She's the most confident person out there. She's beating everybody. And then all of a sudden, she fails and, you know, kind of changes things up a little bit, you know, knocks the dirt off and gets right back on that horse and starts winning again. I'm always fascinated by that, because when you lose your confidence as a golfer, it's so hard to get it back, because sometimes what happened to you is the death of you. You're just like, I can't shake, you know, whatever got into my brain or into my swing. I can't quite shake that, and I can't forget about it. and she's done so seamlessly. Hats off to her. I love watching her game. I love watching her play, but I'm more fascinated by the fact that she's come back stronger, I believe, than she was when she first came out.
That's a lovely looking stroke. This one's for bogey. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. And that ensures that he's back to even par now.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Welcome to the par 5, 8th hole. Oh, that is bombed. Oh, great swing there. 2 wins so far this season. Chance to get one under the card with this putt.
If he holds this, Lydia Ko gets behind and he can potentially get on a roll in this rivalry.
Ah, the birdie just slides by. And well holed. Let's move on. He's currently sharing 10th place on the leaderboard. The closing hole on this front 9 at TPC San Antonio is a strong par 4. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. 4 strokes off the lead.
The perfect wind swing. Nice and easy.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Very crafty, that shot. Okay, let's get back to the action. And this putt to move into the top 5. And he's down there. You got a read?
I'm thinking a little left to right here.
How good was that putt? Step aside, gents. This man's marching into the top 5. And as we turn for home, Rich, always a good chance to reflect on the halfway stage of this round.
Luke, top 10 on the leaderboard and moving up. It'll be interesting to see how this player performs over the next 9 holes.
Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player's full of confidence, and rightly so.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. And a par putt awaits him.
Looking good.
Yeah, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Currently at -1 following that hole. Another birdie opportunity lies at the par 4 11th, but players must navigate the fairway bunkers.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots, as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker. and making it that much more difficult to get close.
Well, that's well judged. Hole high, right inside the range. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day. And after that, he'll move to 2 under for the tournament.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Rich, this par 4 12th, really challenging, especially around the green.
This tee shot is underrated in difficulty-wise. This is not an easy tee shot as this fairway pitches from left to right. You want to skirt the bunker down the left-hand side as best possible to find the fairway. Second shot from there goes straight uphill and surrounded by 2 of the deepest bunkers on the golf course. As they say, Luke, everything is bigger in Texas, and these bunkers are proof of that.
Yeah, nicely played. A good mid-range putt, this one, a 16-footer.
This for back-to-back birdies.
John, have you got a good read on this one?
Well, this putt is going to go down the hill, take a turn to the right. Let's see what happens.
And down it goes. Just 2 shots back after that hole. 13's a long par 3, measuring 245 yards, Rich, but it is playing downhill.
Downhill to a sliver of a green, however. Anything missed out to the right will leave a very challenging pitch shot to a green that'll sit well above them. You come up short, and those bunkers, that's no bargain either. A 3 here, well, you done good.
Standing over his second shot. Just 2 shots behind. And he's got it onto the green, but still outside the range. Bit of work left to do. Putting for a par now. This one looks to be a big bender. Okay, let's head to the next. Currently 1 under for the event.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
What do you think of the 14th, Rich? A par 5, 575 yards.
This is a really good par 5 here, Luke. Tee shot wants to favor the right-hand side of the fairway, if at all possible, shortening the hole some 20 yards. Second shot must avoid those fairway bunkers down the right and on the left-hand side. A narrow opening to this green should players go for it in 2.
Well, this player's been making some moves on the leaderboard, Rich.
Yeah, grinding it out there, slowly but surely moving up that leaderboard.
That's out to the right for sure. Well, he's got a good chance here to get this one up and down and get to within 1 of the lead.
A little excitement going on right now.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
This would be a great up and down. Just missing the birdie there. And that should secure the par on this one. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. As we start heading for home, Rich, we find ourselves on the tee at the 15th.
Could be the hardest hole on the golf course, Luke. Tee shot must avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. Second shot is to a green that's perched above the fairway and surrounded by 4 bunkers that are mean. This hole could make or break a player's day.
Might not have enough out of the rough on this one.
This next one from the beach. on the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 23 feet from the cup.
And an outside chance here.
You beauty! What a putt! As we find ourselves at the 16th, the par 3. Great entertainment here, Rich, especially with the centre bunker.
Love this hole. Probably my favorite one on the golf course, even with that bunker in the middle. The back portion of this green actually is an amphitheater, so anything missing a little bit long on both sides should wander back onto the green.
Opting for the 6 iron. This would be a great up and down. Wow, that almost went in the hole. This is a par putt. In she goes. Let's head to the next. He's in a share of 10th here in this tournament. The 17th is certainly a fun hole. The question really is, should players go for it or lay up?
Depending on where they put the tee box, Luke, most players should be going for this green. Anything just short and left could find that deep bunker fronting a green, but to be fair, that's not a bad miss. The one you want to avoid at all costs is the one on the right-hand side, because nobody, not even professionals, like a 60-yard bunker shot.
Didn't that look good for a long time? And now this to move into a tie for 5th. And stepping up the standings after that effort.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, and this is getting interesting.
Rich, the finishing hole here at TPC San Antonio, very famous with that creek meandering up through the last half of it. It's a great par 5.
Only the bravest of the brave will be going for this green in 2. Just a tee shot down the left-hand side and a layup, a difficult one at that, up the right-hand side. You must avoid the bunkers and the water with your second. Third shot, past the creek to a green that sits above you that has 3 distinct tiers on it. Getting it close here requires a deft touch.
And this putt for a final score of 69. Well, this player will now wait nervously in the clubhouse for the rest of the field to finish. Currently tied for 1st.
And not a very good place to be sitting. You did your job, but now you have to wait and see what happens.
Oh, Rich, that was a shame. We thought we might see back-to-back wins here from this player. Gave it a great run, though.
Luke, this player did everything to seal back-to-back wins on the PGA Tour. Unfortunately, coming up just a touch short. Still 2 awesome weeks.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.